Mars, what are you cooking up?
We are making our first batch of pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. I was just gonna say pumpkin chocolate chip, I was just gonna say pumpkin cookies, but you know, Crandall, he can't have pumpkin.
You can't have
cookies
pumpkin chocolate chip cookies without chocolate chips.
Yeah, so we're gonna have chocolate chips in them. But guys, I'm using our homemade pumpkin pie spice because that's what makes these cookies good. So we actually have like 3-4 of these still left. So get yours before they're gone. We actually just gave one to friends the other day and they were so excited because guys, guess what? It's almost fall. So we're gonna start our fall off with these cookies.
How'd they turn out, Mars?
Good.
Do they taste like pumpkin? Mm-hmm. Do you know why they taste so good?
Why?
Because they have our pumpkin pie spice in them.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Tell everybody where you can buy the pumpkin pie spice. On the website?
Yep.
Yep. They're so good. So good.
Good morning and welcome back, folks, to the Eldredge family. It is a beautiful Monday. We are in store for some huge rainstorms every day this week except for today. So I'm like gearing up for that. I know there's a bunch of you that watch the channel that are probably thinking the exact same thing. Our first huge fall rain shower is on its way. But in today's video, we are going to be working, this is going to be part 2 of our DIY hangar door build. I'm going to go through and answer some of the questions that I saw from our last video about this hangar door build, and then we're going to jump into getting it built. So one question I saw was, will your airplane fit through this door with the wings on? And unfortunately, the answer is no. When I originally designed this space, I designed it so that I could put my airplane together with the wing on it and be able to have the whole airplane built in the shop without having to, really move stuff around. The shop building is big enough for that, and originally I had planned on building this door 8 feet wider in both directions so that I could pull the airplane in and out of here with the wings on. Well, I then came to realize I don't have a way to fly the airplane from here, and since I can put the entire airplane together in the shop, I actually really don't need to pull it out with the wings on. It might look cool or whatever, but I really don't need to do that because I'm not going to be flying it from our property. So once all that came together, I realized let's shrink it down, make it as big as possible or as big as I think is reasonable, but we don't need to do anything super crazy with it. So it is 16 feet wide, which is kind of like a standard garage door opening. 2-car garage door is 16 feet. So that's why we went with that. Another comment I saw was, isn't that door going to be super heavy? And the answer is yes and no. I'm not sure what this thing is going to weigh. The 16 gauge tubing is pretty light. I could pick up and move that whole door by myself right now. Obviously, it's going to get heavier with insulation and then the tin on the outside. The tin is going to be the heaviest part, but it is going to be heavy, but it's not going to be exceptionally heavy. In fact, it's going to be lighter than a lot of different hangar door styles. Another question I saw was, how in the heck is it going to open? Which I did a terrible job of explaining that in the last video because it's so hard to explain. So hopefully we're going to answer that in today's video. A couple of weeks ago when we took our 10-day break from YouTube, I went and I picked up garage door rails. Here's the top piece. This is actually the left side. And here is the vertical piece. I also got a bunch of little random pieces all over. The goal here is to use the garage door track as a track. So it's actually not carrying really any of the load. In fact, it's not really carrying any load at all, but it's to guide the door as it goes up so that it doesn't twist or turn. So in today's video, we are going to be taking this track, attaching the door to it, and if all goes well, we'll be able to manually open and close the door today. I don't know if we'll get that far because the engineering and the geometry that needs to go into this is something I've never done before, but I'm gonna sure as heck give it my best shot. From what I can tell, the hardest problem is going to be attaching this track because it attaches right like this, and I have nothing to connect this track to, so I'm gonna have to build and weld up brackets that will hold this from the ceiling clear up there down into the right position. We got to get it all squared, plumb. So stay tuned to figure out how in the heck we're going to do that. I got this door for free, which I am super, super stoked about. I was looking for a couple of days trying to find one, and when I found this one for free, well, I was excited about it. So I got to see what all I've got here because I honestly have no idea. Oh, nice. Bunch of pulley hardware. Here's our wheels that go inside of the track. I've got a whole pile of those. Oh, this is great. Okay, I gotta figure out which direction I attach this. So I've got to find whatever scrap metal I can to see if I can figure out how to attach this. I also would love to use lumber and use wood and attach the wood because it's a little bit easier to deal with. I don't have to weld, I can just screw stuff. So we're gonna try wood and metal. So if I took a 2x4, if I doubled up 2x4s, I could screw one 2x4 into the metal frame and then screw another one on top of that and attach the track to the 2x4 in place. I think what I'm gonna do is line this edge up with the front edge of the door, and that is the distance, which is 3/4 of an inch that I need. So if yeah, 3/4 inch shim honestly lines it up perfectly. So my question is how do I actually attach this? Because I can't drill straight through, or could I? If I drew, ooh, I might have an idea here to mount this to make it look super, super clean. I got an idea here. We're gonna just test it out and see if it works. So I'm probably gonna use these, what are these, 3? I got number 14 self-tapping screws, and this is what I'm going to use, I think, to fasten this track. Now, I only need them 2 inches long, but I've only got 3 inch, or I guess these are 2.5, so it'll be a little bit overkill, but here we go. Let's see. This is an amazing punch. You pull it, let go, and it punches it. It's used a lot for trim, putting trim on, like, if your brad nail is sticking out a little bit, you can use this to go hit it in and it doesn't make any bigger of a dent. It's fantastic. So my goal is to put that through to where the head will fit, and then I can screw it through. Barely. The other thing I need to make sure, which this isn't going to work, flip. Crap. I need a bigger drill bit. Now I have these other screws that are 1.5 inches that would work, but they're not self-tapping. I think I could get away with them. I just have to pre-drill, obviously, these 2 holes and then the hole into the metal beam itself. And this would work because the drill bit's big enough. I'm just now realizing I may have an actual bigger issue, and that is if I use any of these screw heads, that's going to stick up too high and cause the roller to bind up on it, I think. Dang, this is a little bit more tricky than just screwing it to a piece of wood. Flip. So they do sell a flathead machine screw. I have some of them somewhere. That's not very helpful though. Here we go. Flathead screw. I think this will be thin enough that we can still run. No! That still hits. That's not going to work. Dang it. I think our only option is to attach this direction. To attach this direction, I'll have to bolt through like this rather than through it like this. So I just kind of mocked this up a little bit. I think I've got a way to make it work. We're going to use our baseboard that was meant for the gym and the kitchen area, kitchenette. But that's okay because I'll just go buy more. We're going to cut this in half. So I think this worked. Definitely pre-drilling it was the way to go. Screws are a little long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut them off with the angle grinder. Okay, this can get attached on like this. But before I do that, I want to attach this wood bracket to the building. See if I can find the right length of screw for that. What the? There's no way. I put that right where the screw that I had screwed through the other way. The odds of that are like almost zero. What the heck? Beautiful. I think this is gonna work. That makes me excited. Couple drywall screws and this thing is gonna be finished. This thing is so solid. Literally as solid as I could get it. I love the way that that turned out. Hopefully my spacing and everything is correct. I'm literally making this up as I go. So there may have to be some adjustments down the road. But I'm going to go ahead and make the other one. It should be a little bit quicker, being that I already know what I'm doing. Both sides are done. That side did take 10 minutes. It was quick. So now we can line this up. Figure out our spacing and our width for our wheels. So this is where Jonas talks about the setting everything up and making sure that it's in the right spot so that when it tips right, and you don't have any binding with your cables going at an angle. The cables, we want to go straight up and down. And so I got to kind of figure that out. But the way that I set this up, it should be perfectly centered as far as it's going in my head. That's what I think. I just don't know for sure. But we should be able to take this, drill a hole through, and put it through like this. Drilling it from both sides so that way it's straight. Oh, I love it when stuff is high tolerance and it just works and looks so good. So this is a step drill bit. Beautiful. I think I can try attaching the door with these pins. I don't know how in the heck I'm going to do it. I hope I can get it without having to take the door off, without taking this other door, because I could slide the door out and slide it up and the gear would, or the wheel would go in there, but I'm hoping I can get it without, and then I'll end up shimming this to get it to be the right width. This is going to be really tricky to do by myself, but also I'm making killer progress and I love it. Oh, got that one. I don't think I can get this one though. The way that these angles and stuff line up. It fits perfect though. It is literally exactly perfect. The width, everything. I just don't know how to attach this in. If I bend the track, I can get that tire in and then I can bend the track back. I think that's what I need to do. Because I could take off the door, lay the whole thing down because the bottom of the track is open, and stand the track up with the wheel in it. But I can't do that by myself. And it's only up to me today. Well, I thought I could get that. I don't think I can. So I'm going to wait for Marcy and see if I can get her to help me. I think if we both lift up on the door, slide it in, then I can pull it down to the part that I bent out and it will slide in. But as of right now, we're stuck right here. So, oh, Mom is home. Can you get Mama? Anita. That's perfect timing. They were gone. Yeah, I'm building the track. So the door, see this part that I built right here? Yeah. That way the door can open in it. It can roll in the track. I need you to go on that side, and we gotta lift the door maybe like 3 or 4 inches so I can try and slide it in over here.
Right here?
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Okay, go. Okay, down. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Look, the first section of track is up, Mars. What's up, Bubba? Okay, close the door. It's hot, hot, hot. It's so hot up here. So hot up here. Having this stack of foam is so nice. I gotta figure out where this actually mounts. I think I want it level. So a key thing with this door is depending on the height of this bar that I'm putting in right now, will depend if the door sits flat, tips forward, or tips back. I want it tipped forward just a little bit because Jonas in his video makes a good point. If it rains and the door's open and it's tipped backwards, obviously that's going to bring water into the shop. So I want it to be tipped out because there'll be tons of times where we have this open and it's raining. So that way it'll push the rain away. I wonder if that's the right height. That would be nice. Oh my gosh, that's actually almost perfect, I think. Like, holy cow. The top of this is basically level with the top of that. Whew, it's gonna be close. So I've got this kind of laid out and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to attach this point to this point. The more rigid this is, the better. I just don't have a good way unless I come straight down from here and then run a beam across here, I guess, which I hate to do that. Like that's so, like I want it minimalist, but that's like a lot. It would work, but I don't love it. So I'm gonna think on it a little bit more. This is coming together great. So I think I was just laying here on the foam. How in the heck am I gonna do this? And I think what I figured out is if we run from here, triangulated down to like here, and then we triangulate kind of off of that plate to about the same area, I think I can get it to be strong enough to not wiggle and enough strength to hold it up and down. Like I've said, the door weight is not really on this. It's gonna be on the header of the door frame. So from a weight standpoint, I think we'll be okay. So I've got this angle iron. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it and kind of fit it up there and see if I can get it to fit in a way that I like. I don't really know what's gonna happen. We're gonna try it out. That looks so good. I think this will work. So here's basically what I'm thinking. I can screw through here. It's screwed in here, welded and welded, and that should keep it from going side to side and up and down. Now, I may still have to add something that goes between here, but I think the triangulation is going to be mostly done right here. This part right here, I can just attach it if it needs it for the extra strength where it's wanting to pull down, but I don't know if I'll actually need that. So we've got these squirrels that are eating all of the pecans out of our pecan tree by our house. They're dropping them on the roof, which we have a metal roof, so it's super annoying and loud. And then they literally have put like an inch thick coating of cracked open shells all over our back porch. It's actually kind of crazy, really crazy. So what I'm gonna have to do to square this up is the same thing that I did to square the door, which is 2, 3, 4 method. So we measure 2 feet, 3 feet, and then this length should be 4 feet. So I'm gonna have to do that. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and weld this straight piece on. It's gonna get screwed into the track, like you guys can see right there. So if I have to end up adjusting it, I can because it's screwed. But I did cut it and notch it so that I could weld it. Hopefully I don't melt the foam too bad. That's kind of my only concern here. I've been known to write a few songs, living in, leaving in, getting to only right. I've got this AC going and stuff, and you know, it does good, it does help. But with how much gaps we still have before we close in this building all the way, it just lets it all out. Oh, we need to adjust the settings on the welder really quick. Let's see, 14 gauge, 4.5 ND, 4.5D. There we go. When I was 3, drove 100,000 miles on my need. That really helped a ton. Make sure we're not catching that foam on fire or nothing. Looks like it just melted it. I'll just spray foam that once it cools off and we'll be good as new. I'm gonna use a screw in this as well because I wanna make sure that I can adjust it. So one end will have a screw, one end won't. And that way, hopefully I avoid the issues of it not being square. That's pretty dang close. I did 3, 4, 5 method. This one's 3. This foam has come in handy so many times. I mean, we built this building around this foam. Oh, it's been absolutely fantastic. Oh, you know what I forgot to put up on that side? Was the top pulley wheel. Oh well, I can do that with the ladder. So I don't know how far, actually I probably could measure if this other wheel goes 43. So 43 is right here. So I might be way off on my measurements. I think it's only the door's only gonna come to like right here. So theoretically I could actually come cut all of this off, which I probably will do because why? Because it's less leverage, less chance for it to twist and everything. The shorter it is, obviously the more rigid. I should have measured that off the bat to see, because I think it's only gonna be, yeah, at the most like 3.5 feet. So this happens to work out where these garage rails and the height, honestly, if I was building this again, I would do this intentionally because it worked so good, but to have that 2x4 to screw into is actually extremely, extremely convenient. The corner point is the inside of this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure. It's 24 5/8, which is only an eighth different than the other side. And now this distance is 43 inches. So we're gonna go 4 feet. I'm not gonna cut the track because I'm not 100% that measurement is actually correct. I think it's probably pretty close. If I have to guess, that pulley is gonna end right here. So what I'll do is I'll run this piece a little bit long, but the other one I ran like, the other piece I ran to like here. I'm gonna run this one in this area because that's obviously where the end load is gonna be, and I'm not gonna need all that extra length. So we'll kind of use this as our triangulation point instead of out further. Heel to toe, do-si-do, come on baby, let's go boat scoop. Oh my gosh. I have never had a grinding wheel explode. That grinding wheel just exploded. I have no idea how. Holy crap, I wonder how close that came to me. I hope I got that on film. I felt it whiz past me. I got it all welded up, so this one is ready to go. Honestly, this is going better than I thought it was going to go. It's going very smoothly up to this point. I'm gonna go ahead now, we're gonna attach our second pulley fitting or track wheel, which has gotta go right here on both sides. And then, theoretically, we could actually open the door, which would be crazy. I think we should try it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But once these pulleys are on, or the wheels, then we got to go to Harbor Freight to get the motor that is actually going to open this. We're going to be using a winch to open and close this door, and I'll show you guys the whole process of setting up a winch to open the door. But this is the second wheel. Let's see, this goes through like this. And this, I think, will work. I think it should. It should give us the right distance. We can actually adjust it right there to hook it onto the track on both sides. Let's see if I have 2 of those. I sure hope so. Oh yeah, I got a bunch. One for this side, one for the other. As of right now, these pulleys do not have any sort, or wheels, I don't know, whatever you want to call these, don't have any sort of locking mechanism so the thing can pull in and out. What I think I'm going to do is either weld something onto here. This can stay stationary. The wheel twists on its own. So I could even just weld these together just with a little tack weld to keep them from sliding in and out. Or drill a hole through it, put a cotter pin, something like that. Oh, that's almost perfect. Let's see if I adjust this. Wow, whoever did this sure did it tight. All right, well, maybe I gotta line this up first, screw it in there so I can actually adjust it. How about a helping hand? I ain't as good as I once was. There we go. Oh, if I turn this bracket around, I actually might be able to get it. Yes, 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 yes. Fingers crossed I can actually turn it around. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, I better put the wheel in there first before I tighten that down. Now, the way that I tightened this, I could obviously adjust it a little bit more, but I want that plate taken out of the door. When the door is closed, I want this to have a little bit of pressure so that it keeps the door from blowing back, because that's the biggest problem with these doors, is them shaking in the wind. Obviously, we've got a little bit of play there. I may be able to tighten this down, put some shit, like I can mess with it from this point, but that is way better than what it was. So I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Oh, I need to weld this. I may as well weld that right now while I got this up here. After this entire shop build with hundreds, if not thousands of cuts and welds, that disc that blew apart, I got lucky. That's why you always wear safety glasses, especially with grinding wheels. Especially with grinding wheels, because they can come apart. Saw blades, they don't really come apart, but any metal cutting stuff can explode. That's the first one I've ever had explode on me. And somehow none of the shrapnel hit my arm or anything. I don't know how. Blessings. Yeah, that was crazy. So this is all ready to go. I literally just tried lifting up the door, and I could lift it. Obviously, it hits the foam door that's there, which is in the way, so I couldn't open it all the way. But I literally have a door that is almost working. I cannot believe it. So I got to go into town and go get a whole bunch of parts. I honestly did not think I was going to get this far today. It has been quite a bit of work and just mind work, where it's like, okay, if this hooks up here, how do we build this? This is a completely 1000% custom job, which is one of the things I love. And you guys are going to see a lot more of my custom work here in the future. As soon as the shop build is done, we're going to start switching over to like custom dirt bike builds, custom truck builds, custom airplane builds, custom everything, because I love the process of seeing something or creating something in my mind and saying, how can I get to that point? Let's start and let's just work on this and try this and try this and try this and see how this works. Oh, this didn't work. Let's redo it. Most of the time. There are times when it gets extremely frustrating that nothing is working, but so far everything has worked that I've tried on this, and it's going great. So we're in good spirits. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? We getting some tools? Yeah, actually bring the cart. I don't know exactly what I need. I gotta get me a new floor jack, one of these pretty ones. That's the nice thing about getting this shop built. Now I can buy all new tools, or as I phase out my old ones and replace them with new ones and all that, I can upgrade and they can actually stay nice because I'm not gonna ruin them, because they don't get left out in the weather. I'm absolutely excited about it. So we're looking for a winch, but not a winch. It's a lift.
If I had to pick out one thing in Harbor Freight, what would you pick out?
If you were to get one thing, what would you get?
I don't know.
You look around and you tell me.
Leave that there, Bubba. Let's see, boys. Where is it? No, that's not it. Ooh, light bars. We need... Actually, I just ordered a bunch of these for the boat. We had to redo all the lights on the boat. So we got that. Oh, here's the winches. But I don't want the winch. I want the lift. So these are similar to a winch. but they're they have a stop on them. I think this is the one we want. What's the capacity on this? 120 volts. Weight lifted hook, motor speed, lift speed. Single line 220 pound capacity, double line 240 or 440. I think that'll work. I don't think that door is gonna weigh much more than 200 pounds. Okay, so I got the lift, extra wire, clamps. Actually, we better grab an extra one of those clamps just in case. Yeah, Harvey was right, I guess. Because I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those.
Wake up.
Mars, she's updating our pictures in our house, folks.
I am.
It's only 2 years late.
No, it's not even a year.
Really?
Not even
We took those pictures 2 years ago.
No, we did not.
3 years ago.
Our kids aren't even 3 years old.
Well, they were under 1 when we took them, and they're almost 3. So that's 2.
We took these last year.
We did take these last year, but the ones that are hanging up, we took 2 years ago.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you meant these.
No.
ones.
No, I mean, we are about a year behind, but that's fine. It's better than being 2 years
I did
behind.
it within a year of getting the pictures.
Why are we being grumps? You guys want to see some of the pictures? Ooh, let's see it. Aww. Goosey in this picture's hilarious. Oh, everybody's hilarious. This is a joking picture. Actually, no, but just like that. Aww. We gotta redo the pictures. You've lost a lot of weight. Right?
Yeah.
Mama's gonna show them when we get home.
Like 20 pounds. Since
20 pounds since then? Jeez. Here's another one. Alright, let's go get our last little thing. We need some pulleys.
saying, I need this for hunting.
What are you gonna hunt with that?
This.
What are you gonna hunt? Maverick?
A freak. A deer.
You're gonna hunt a deer with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, $16 for that.
$14.
We paid $1 when we bought those. That's crazy. Crazy.
And these ones, actually, I wonder if they would break. Look how they attach.
Oh, they'll probably break less.
Hey boys, put your toys back.
All right, we just need a quart of oil and we're good. So you all know, we've got a neighbor that grows a watermelon patch and a cantaloupe patch every year. Well, he got late planting because, well, his tractor was broke down. And if you've been following the channel, you know I went out there and gave him a hand with that. Well, he just texted me and said, hey, our cantaloupes are done. They're grown. And come get them because he can't sell them. He planted them still, but it was too late in the season. And so not very many people are buying them. So we're going to grab a couple of cantaloupes for dinner tonight to give to our friends. And maybe a watermelon or two. I don't know if the watermelons are done.
Watermelon.
Look at them. Whoa, watermelon patch.
Oh my gosh, tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
He got everything.
Everything. So we're going to grab at least a couple of cantaloupe and
Couple of watermelon.
see what we get. Look at this. We got a giant watermelon and a bunch of cantaloupes. I'll tell you what, I am pretty eager to get out there and get the winch hooked up. I think tomorrow I'll be able to open and close that door under its own power, and all we'll be waiting for is the sheet metal to sheet metal the front of it, and it will be done. Like, I can't even fathom that. Like, that's so crazy. It's been a 2-day project so far, and it's gone as smooth as it could go, which I'm excited about. But thanks for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you back here tomorrow.